What's going on? It's Kae here from Ain't Got a Clue podcast. Thanks for listening. But guys, did you know that we've got a Patreon? Yeah, that's right. Every time we drop an episode on a regular feed, which you're listening to currently and you're subscribed to and you follow, we also drop an episode on our Patreon. And that one's an exclusive episode, especially for the people that support our Patreon page. And our patrons also get our regular content early without any advertisements. Yeah, I mean, there's no ads. No one trying to sell you like a shaver to shave your nuts with or something like that, right? So here's a clip of what one of them sounds like.
For £1,000, which ancient civilization were first on record for taxing their citizens for being single?
I have not got a clue.
The answer is the Romans.
Oh, it had. Well, what have the Romans done for us? Built roads. Yeah, but apart from that.
It's like one of the most important things. Have you ever driven on a road, yeah?
Yeah, but apart from that.
Have you ever thought, like, when you're doing 70 on a road, and I've thought, what if I tried to do 70 through a forest where there's trees in front of me? I'm not getting to 7, let alone 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, there was nothing wrong with horses. We were all on horseback.
Yeah, what did horses go on then? Yeah,
it was great. We were all on horseback. Do you know what I mean? Like, you all had to be fit and healthy. You had to. Do you know what I mean? There was a different, you know, feel about it. You got on top of a horse. Nowadays they just have a car with a logo of a horse on it, and then they're like, oh, okay, look how much horsepower it's got. Absolutely,
but you know,
ridiculous.
Dave, you know the horses actually also went on the roads as well. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, but look, listen to me, mate. Right? Okay, what have the Romans ever done for us? Go on, explain to me. Why is taxing good? Well, I don't see it. Do you know what I mean? That's my money. Why does the government need to be in my pockets? I don't understand it.
Right, Kate, to help you remember that the Romans were the first to tax people for being single,
of course,
I'm going to give you a brief timeline of stupid taxes throughout history. I'm going to try not to fall into the brown, dirty trap that I fell into the last time I did this. I'm going to do you right. Is that all right, bro?
Okay, that was good.
Okay, cool. Right, we're going to leave the studio for a little while. I've been working on a little invention here. I've got this metal rod here. It's got some tech in the middle.
Oh, God.
Okay, it's my time machine. I spent a long time building this.
This is why you don't do podcasts with a man that is into Star Trek.
It's safe. This is safe. Look at it.
Okay, look, he is into tech and was it sci-fi?
Yes.
And he's tried to merge the two on a podcast about general knowledge. Welcome to Ain't Got a Clue, ladies and gentlemen.
There's a lot of electricity in this stick case. I want you to hold on to the other end of it.
Listen, there's a lot of electricity in my stick, baby.
I'm not grabbing onto that. If you grab onto the end of this stick,
you can hold it, bro.
All right, cool. But I need you to at least, I'll just put it on your knee there. There you go. Yeah. I'm going to press this button.
Don't be putting anything on my knee, man. I understand. I don't want to see no sticks on my knees, brother.
Well, if you stay there seated, I'm going to stand up and rest this on your shoulder then, yeah?
Nasty.
All you got to do is hold on to this and press this. I'll press the button and... All I'm going to do is press onto this button and then...
Okay.
All I'm going to do is press this button and... Bruv, you getting a sense of deja vu? Number 1, taxed for cooking oil. The ancient Egyptians did that in the year 3000 to 300 BC. So the Egyptians were not shy about taxing people, K. In ancient Egypt, the first tax on cooking oil is amongst the first ever tax recorded. Tax collectors would go door to door and check that you weren't recycling old oil or using cheap alternatives to avoid the tax.
What is a cheap alternative to cooking oil, though? Like, what were they using? It wasn't like they had that low-calorie spray back then. Do you know what I mean? Like
low-cal.
like,
it's called low-cal, isn't it?
Yeah. Like, they weren't using, like, that low-cal spray. Like, they were just like... Can you imagine, like... Tiberius! I don't know why. That sounds like an ancient Egyptian name to me.
Go with it.
Wait, what were some ancient Egyptian names?
Tutankhamun.
Tutankhamun.
Yes.
Tutan? Are you using low-calorie spray? What accent would the ancient Egyptians would have had?
I'm just going to go with English because I don't know. I don't know.
Well, this is the thing, because of our images of it have been so like Hollywoodized.
I don't even know where to go with it.
Like when we watch like the Prince of Egypt and says, "Oh my God, hey, Tiberius."
Yeah, it's always like, Tiberius, why have you? It's like,
yeah, the villain's always got an English accent.
Yeah, right.
All right.
I have no idea, bro, but they used to have to go into your house. But because they didn't have any coined money later on in their history, they did have a bit of money later on in their history. We won't get into that too much. But they didn't have coined money, so their tax was taken from harvest, property and oil as well. This is obviously a bit before the inventions.
Oh, so you're using oil, I see. Right, well, I'm going to take your garden. What? Well, why? Well, you're using oil. You're recycling oil. So I'm currently entitled to your conservatory and your shed. Oh. Give me your shed. Oh. I want your shed.
Could you imagine the investigator going...
there's no electricity in this shed. This is fucking shite, pal.
Imagine the investigator going around your hut and looking around saying, oh, you got no oil, have you? What's that there you've had for dinner? Bring that plate here. Bring that plate. Bit of ketchup there. Bit of ketchup. Chips. You've had chips. You've had air fryer. Yeah, that's still oil. Come on, give that to me.
Bring that here. Come on, love.
Because this was before like accounting software like Sage and also the internet and stuff, the best way for the king to assess what was due to him from the regions of his country was he would go on tour and go to each area to collect his taxes in person.
Why was like going on tour back in the day so shit? Like,
I don't want to get... Okay, don't lead me down this path. We did it in the last podcast.
Going on tour was just dead, innit? It was just like, yeah, we're going on tour. No, what are you doing? Are you performing? No, I'm just taking money off people.
It's getting bad. So they used to go around and they used to take some grain. But the nice thing about the Egyptians, they're an advanced civilization. They used to put some of the grain into houses to give to people if there was like a bad kind of harvest and people were hungry in the future, and then they use the rest of it to trade with the rest of the world. So they were looking after their people, the Egyptians, apparently. They also taxed beer, ceramics and livestock as well. And taxes from the Egyptians...
Beer, ceramic and livestock.
Yeah.
This sounds like a budget announcement. The Chancellor Rishi Sunak has announced more taxes on beer, ceramics and livestock. Bad news for those of you going to the pubs, as well as those of you deciding to tile your bathroom. Terrible news for homes under the hammer.
Okay, let me offer this one. We'll get in and out this quick. 1st century AD in Rome, they also used to tax urine. I'll keep this one quick because I know you'll kick off otherwise. In ancient Rome, human urine was highly valued. The ammonia it contained was used for tanning, which is like when you turn animal hide into leather, not for like getting a friggin' SPF, whatever. Laundering and shockingly brushing teeth.
Do you know what, bruv? I would have been taxed bare because I go to the toilet a lot.
You're very frequent, you know, very healthy.
Yeah,
very healthy.
That's why the skin glowing, baby.
Yeah, 100%. Stay hydrated.
For more tips, just come on to my Instagram. I'll tell you all about it, baby. How you can get this skin glowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, baby. You know what it is.
Just let him piss on your face. The 5th Roman Emperor Nero levied a tax on those collecting it from public urinals, and the Emperor Vespasian reintroduced it in around 70 AD. So basically,
imagine Boris Johnson going around the O2 Arena after a concert. Balderdash, there is way too many
people stealing the urine. This is for us. So the tax led to the Latin saying "pecunia non ole," which means money does not stink. That's what it means.
Yeah, money does not stink.
So, right, here we are onto the one that you need to remember.
Well, actually, money does, kind of.
Money does stink. Dirty money.
Dirty, nasty. Money is actually quite dirty. That's why, like, a lot of places during the pandemic stopped taking cash. Apart from the places that are just like, oh, sorry, we're only cash only. You're above board. Yeah.
All of the single people in 9 AD. Here we go, okay, this is one you need to remember. Single folk have been punitively taxed for millennia. The Roman Emperor Augustus first introduced the penalties on those who were celibate.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and true servant to the one Emperor, Marcus Aurelius. The Roman Emperor Augustus first introduced penalties on those who were celibate or had no children in 9 AD, just to encourage procreation and to put a stop to any immoral behavior. I would never have decided to even think about polygamy. My one true love was murdered from me. My son was murdered. Why on earth would you decide to go for 2, 3, 4 loves of your life? I rebuke this tax haven.
So that's what happened, and then the Ottoman Empire followed suit in the 15th century.
I urge all of you to go out there and shag as much people as you like, but only the one that you truly love is the one that you marry. Stop being immoral. It's what Rome would have wanted.
So the Ottoman Empire followed suit in the 15th century, and England also taxed childless widowers and bachelors in 1695.
Oh, your wound doesn't work.
Tax.
Like fucking hell.
Your balls are misfiring. Tax.
Jesus.
There was a childlessness tax of 6% in force in the USSR from 1941 to 1992.
Dimitri, they don't have children. Tax them.
It's mental. And even today, the US state of
Missouri taxed single men age 21 to 50 for $1 a year. What you doing here in Missouri without a child, boy? You better get working, boy. You better find yourself a nice maiden. You better start fucking.
Skipping battle in the 12th and 14th centuries, a coward's tax was levied by the medieval King Henry I of England.
What, you're shook? Yeah, you're not fighting. Hey, big man, give me your shoes.
So it was a tax that allowed knights to opt out of fighting wars by paying something called a scutage tax.
Yeah, but come on, that isn't necessarily a coward's tax. It's like, listen, oh man, do you know what? I've had about like 5 battles this year.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be asked, bro. Nah, man, just take my salary for this one.
Yeah, the king's like, cool, pay me. Like, it's funny though, because later King John levied it so often, it became one of the reasons that they created the Magna Carta in 1215, which was the agreement that basically was made to limit the monarch's power, because he was basically using scutage like this. Okay, do you want to fight?
Nah, bro.
All right, pay me. Yo, James, do you want to fight?
Yes.
Okay, you're cool. Simon, do you want to fight?
Don't think so.
Pay me. All right, Simon and John, do you want to fight? No? You both got to pay me. It's basically just rinsing it.
Nice way to get rich.
Yeah, well, they got rid of it. They tried it in France and Germany, but it was obsolete by the 14th century.
So that was one of the clips from our Patreon episodes. To listen to that, plus a bunch of other Patreon exclusives, go on to patreon.com/ain't got a clue. Subscribe, sign up to the Patreon page, or just check the episode description and click the link there as well. Peace!